The duo's complicated relationship informs the episode's tension. Chicago Fire picked up right where it left off with post-mortem. The dramatic episode concluded with Jack Damon, Michael Bradway, suffering serious lung damage on the job and being told that he may never be able to fight fires again. The episode Permanent Damage explores the paranoia and fear that Damon has about his condition. His half-brother was visited by Kelly Severide, Taylor Kinney, who encouraged him to have hope for his recovery. The 51 veteran informed Damon that he has saw other firefighters recover without any issues, but his future hinges on his ability to pass specific exams. Because Stella Kidd, Miranda Ray Mayo, is in Maryland for a training session, Severide is riding alone in this episode. Kidd may be absent, but her departure proves to have ripple effects throughout the rest of the episode. Severide noticed a girl named Natalie walking around the firehouse and recalls she was part of a family who lost their home in a fire a decade ago. Natalie wanted to talk to Kidd, the one heeded the initial call, but upon learning that the latter was gone, she told Severide she has more information about the fire. "I think my sister started it on purpose," Natalie alleged. This leads Severide to reopen the case. Violet reconnects with Carver after his rehab stint. We also learned that Mouch, Christian Stolt, wanted to go to the training course, but Kidd received the necessary recommendation from Chief Dom Pascal, Dermot Mulroney. It doesn't take much to infer that this was partially informed by the frigid relationship Mouch and Pascal have had over the past few episodes. Not only has Mouch called Pascal's leadership question, but he turned down an offer for a promotion at another firehouse. Pascal thought that the firefighter wanted to advance his career and lined up a great gig with a friend of his, but Mouch wanted no part of it. He wanted to stay put at 51, and Pascal was subsequently embarrassed for putting in a good word. Severide's investigation is paralleled with the one conducted by Violet Mikami, Hanako Greensmith. She went on a quest to determine why a medic abandoned a patient and nearly got them killed, and a returned Sam Carver, Jake Lockett, agreed to accompany her. It's a good thing, too, because Violet and Carver were confronted with a shotgun when they went around asking questions. Violet went full-on detective mode, with help from Carver, and eventually determined that the medic who nearly killed their patient went by the name Danny. Unfortunately, the police repercussions are not as severe as she initially thought they would be, and the patient in question refused to press any charges. A frustrated Violet eventually confronted Danny and urged him to take early retirement. With Carver at her side, Violet said she will spring into action and get arrested if Danny decided to put any more patients at risk. Novik strengthens bond with Ritter and Damon. Carver and Violet still have feelings for each other, and it seeps out during Permanent Damage. The former told Violet that he's never met anyone as fierce as her, and he also notes that 51 would never be the same without her. These comments definitely sting, as does the hug they share earlier in the episode, due to the fact that we know Carver is leaving the show soon. Mouch, meanwhile, decided to work extra hard in the firehouse as a way of showing Chief Pascal that he meant business. The decision pays off, as an impressed Pascal decided to put his name in for the conference. In a somewhat surprising turn of events, however, Mouch talks badly about Pascal behind the chief's back and urges Herman, David Aidenberg, to take his position. Nothing gets resolved here, and it's clear the show is setting up a confrontation between these three men as the season draws to a close. We're here for it, even if it doesn't cast Mouch in the best light. We're more pleased to report that we got a scene between Damon and Lizzie Novak, Jocelyn Huden. These two had a fling, then called things off, and then Damon suffered his potentially career-ending injury. The two shared some flirty banter when Novak came to visit him in the hospital, and she was present when the doctor informed Damon that he's expected to make a full recovery. Damon got dismissed from the hospital, and a giddy Novak invited him over to her place for dinner. It's a huge fun for shippers of these two, and it also provided the first glimpse at Novak's dynamic with her new roommate, Darren Ritter, Daniel Keary. We know Ritter is not set to return next season, but we cannot deny him and Novak being roommates is a fun dynamic we hope to see more of in Season 13. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe My Fast Gossip 24 to our channel and stay with us.